Hey guys, Mapletail here. Today I'm doing more Clangen fan art. This time for a clan I played over the holidays, Merryclan. As usual with my Clangen videos, I wrote up some lore for my Tumblr, so I'll give that a read for y'all now. Red Star, formerly Red Streak, was the second leader of Merryclan after Green Star. She's always been a tough cat, very smart and faithful, but suffers from lasting grief after the death of her mother, Seed Dusk. A cat very popular in the romance department, but who always stayed loyal to Red Star's father, Frilled Mask. Red Star had two siblings, the late Antlerfoot and Bugstripe. Red Star was mentored by the beautiful Sparkstorm, and was mentor herself to Podgorse, Marsh Speckle, Henpelt, and Berrypaw. Red Star's mate was Jackalpelt, a former kitty pet. She was a kind and empathetic cat with a strong connection to StarClan. Jackalpelt sadly died from complications with a tail wound. Red Star suffered from a tail injury too, from falling rocks, leaving her with a bad scar. Jackalpelt had two apprentices, Forestpaw and Lilacflight. Red Star and Jackalpelt had 7 kits together from 3 different litters, all still living up until very recently. Palepelt, Russet Stripe, Frozen Fur, Doughtail, Beamfoot, Sleet Moth, and Badgerhaze. Red Star's firstborn takes after Jackalpelt, and was named after her. Palepelt was a charismatic cat and a fantastic teacher, mentored by Greenspots, and mentor to Lilacflight, taking over after Jackalpelt died. She took a mate in Condorpool and had one child, Hickory Larch. She was also deputy after Greenspot's retirement. But Russet Stripe took over for her after her death via drowning. Russet Stripe is a fierce warrior and a talented speaker, making him an ideal choice for future leader. He never turns away from a fight, earning a scar from a rogue and another from a snake. He was trained by Fallen Dapple and mentored Moss Dust and Heathfoot. His brother, Frozen Fur, was a warrior apprentice turned medicine cat in a time of great trouble and illness. He is a calm-tempered cat, much unlike Russet Stripe, and very smart due to the teachings of his mentor, Sea Knight. And he himself is training Ryepaw. His scars come from an eagle that tried to take him as a kit. But my favorite of Red and Jackal's children is Doughtail. She had a rough start to life. After an incident with a hare, she suffered damaged eyes for 10 moons, dealing with on and off infections before finally losing her sight completely shortly after becoming a warrior. That didn't stop her from becoming a fantastic hunter, and she never lost faith in herself or her abilities. She was also mentored by Greenspots. As an older warrior, she got frostbitten so badly that her mate had to amputate her leg, as it was too damaged. Doughtail's mate, Blue Freckle, had an even more difficult childhood. Possibly what drew the two cats together in the first place. Blue Freckle's father, Darkstorm, died when her mother, Podgorse, was pregnant with her and her littermates. I wasn't particularly invested in this family until this message appeared upon the kit's birth. Looking down at Darkstorm's last gift to them, Podgorse vows to protect their litter of 6 kits. As the sun tracks across the sky, Podgorse's bleeding gets worse and worse. It was still worth it, Podgorse decided, even as the medicine cat fights an impossible battle to keep them out of StarClan. Still so worth it. After Podgorse succumbed to blood loss, I made my own vow to protect her kits at any cost, at least until they were made warriors. The kits in question are Frogdawn, Sleekslip, Pearbite, Thornstorm, Mudfoot, and of course Blue Freckle. A big ask to keep so many cats alive for 12 moons. Some are alive today, except for Thornstorm, who died from water in his lungs, Frogdawn, who died of a festering wound, Pearbite, who drowned, and Mudfoot, who was buried alive in a landslide. But they all made it to be warriors, like I promised. It was Bluefreckle, though, who suffered the most challenges. As a newborn kit, she was taken by a hawk, and only barely being saved by another warrior. The claw marks she received that day would haunt her for her entire kithood and apprenticeship. With a shortage of medicine cats, her wounds, and Doetail's for that matter, refused to heal properly. A many moons long infection had her in and out of the medicine cat's den and on the brink of death so often that she made a decision to abandon her warrior training to become a healer so no one else would have to suffer like she did. She trained under Quailclaw from 9 moons old and onward. Clearly the training paid off, as she was left without so much as a scar from her hawk attack. Her smarts and charisma were an asset in the medicine cat's den. On a patrol, she fell victim to a 2-leg trap, and has a permanently twisted leg to show for it. Bluefreckle and Doetail don't have kits of their own yet, but they are aunts to Frozenfur and Mudfoot's new litter, Cedarshade, Sandy Whisper, Applebee, and Spirecloud, as well as to Russet Stripe and Marsh Speckles, Orangeface, Blight Puddle, Quiet Kit, Crooked Kit, Dawn Kit, and Cinnamon Kit. Finally, after many moons together full of love and great hardship, Doetail and Bluefreckle had a litter of 2 adorable kits of their own, Hatch Kit and Snake Kit. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing some more Warrior OC art, and I'll see you next Thursday.